Dear one, settle into a gentle breath and let the weight of the day slide from your shoulders. With every soft inhale, invite ease. With every tender exhale, release tightness. Right here, in this shared moment, your inner world becomes holy ground. Guilt, doubt, or the lingering thought that loving yourself is selfish may rise like small clouds. Yet in the vast sky of your being, they soon drift away. Feel the steady rhythm of your heart as proof that life itself believes you are worthy of care. Quietly, place a hand over that beating center and allow warmth to spread. You are safe, you are welcome, and you are more than enough. An unspoken wisdom whispers inside, "It is sacred to treat myself kindly." Let that thought echo. Now whisper an affirmation, softly enough that it feels like a secret. I honor the light within me. Speak it once for the mind, a second time for the emotions, and a third time for the body. Notice how your chest loosens, how your face softens. Each word plants a seed in fertile soil. Stay with this gentle rhythm a little longer, sensing how your breath carries love through every cell. There is nothing else to achieve in this moment. Only presence, only kindness, only the tender unfolding of self-regard. Many of us were taught that kindness should flow outward first, that our own cup must remain half empty. Yet a cup that is never filled cannot pour refreshment for long. Feel how your inner vessel longs to brim over. Self-love is not a luxury item stored on the top shelf. It is the foundation upon which all other forms of care rest. When you nurture the roots, the whole tree thrives. Listen to the gentle flutter of gratitude rising as you allow yourself this truth. Let another affirmation settle. I give myself permission to receive my own love. Notice how the muscles around the eyes relax, how breath deepens. Repeat this when you wake, when you pause at midday, and before sleep kisses your forehead. Words spoken in kindness become silent caretakers that watch over you even when thoughts wander elsewhere. This space we share right now is a sanctuary, free from judgment and urgency. Breathe in compassion, breathe out resistance. Lingering doubts may still tap at the window, yet they no longer command the room. For a few more heartbeats, rest within this gentle welcome, feeling held by something vast and steady that wants nothing more from you than honesty and willingness. Let us speak of love as a sacred practice rather than a passing mood. Think of a small garden plot on a windowsill. A seed pressed into soil is silent at first, yet within that quietness lies an entire forest of potential. Self-love begins in just such quiet ways. A kind word said aloud, a glass of cool water offered to a weary body, a moment of stillness in the rush of tasks. Each act, no matter how small, tells the inner being, I am worth time and tenderness. Day by day, these simple practices invite roots to take hold. The mind and body live in constant conversation. What the mind speaks, the body hears. A harsh thought can feel like sudden frost, but a gentle thought feels like sunshine on new leaves. Allow an affirmation to rise like morning light. My thoughts nourish me with goodness. Speak it slowly. Feel its warmth travel down the neck, across the shoulders, into the fingertips. When you find yourself in a hurried crowd of negative thoughts, pause and offer this sentence as shelter. Words have texture. Choose the ones that feel soft and strong. Now turn attention to the inner dialogue that hums beneath the surface of daily life. Without judgment, notice the most familiar phrases that echo inside. Are they supportive or critical? Take a quiet moment to listen. Perhaps a thought says, I never get it right, or maybe, I try my best and improve each day. Whatever arises, let it appear like writing on clear water, visible yet free to dissolve. To gain deeper insight, gently close your eyes and place fingertips at the center of the chest. In this position, ask, what sentence do I repeat to myself most often? Allow the answer to float up. If it brings comfort, smile and thank it. If it stings, wrap it in compassion rather than blame. Introduce a new affirmation to guide the inner voice. Today, I choose words that lift me higher. Picture these words hovering above your head like a soft lantern, lighting the path forward. Throughout the day, when automatic thoughts arise, hold them briefly to the lantern's glow. Thoughts that match the light may stay. Those that dim your radiance can drift away on a silent breeze. Let us deepen this practice with a brief awareness exercise. Find a mirror, handheld or on a wall, and stand or sit where light feels kind. Gaze into your own eyes, not as a critic, but as a dear friend. Breathe gently. Allow any feelings, shy, awkward, calm, to surface. Say quietly, I'm learning to love you. Feel the subtle shift inside, a softening around the heart. Stay with your reflection for a few steady breaths. If tears form, let them fall like cleansing rain. This mirror moment is not a performance. It is communion with your truest self. When you finish, place a hand over the heart again and whisper, I support myself with tenderness. Notice the steadiness returning to breath and shoulders. This small ritual, practiced morning and night, rewrites old stories etched in the mind. Carry a small journal and pen, or open a blank note on your phone. After each mirror session, jot a single sentence about what you felt: relief, discomfort, warmth, surprise. Over time, these simple observations become a map showing how far you've traveled. No long essays are needed. One honest line is enough. Here's another affirmation to guide the practice. My kindness to myself grows stronger each day. Speak it once before writing, as if blessing the page. In dark moments, reading past entries will reveal steady growth, like rings within a tree trunk. Old beliefs sometimes cling to the body like heavy cloaks. Messages from childhood or past relationships may whisper, I'm not good enough, or I must be perfect to deserve love. Acknowledge these old sentences without wrestling them. Place both palms over the heart area and breathe in through the nose for a count of 4, then sigh the breath out for a count of 6. On each sigh, picture stale beliefs leaving like dust in sunlight. Quietly repeat, I release any thought that no longer serves my healing. Continue for 5 gentle cycles of breath. As space clears, invite a fresh statement. I forgive myself for all past judgments. Feel the shoulders relax, jaw unclench, belly soften. Self-forgiveness is not a pardon for wrongdoing, but a door opening to new possibilities. Gratitude now rises like dawn. Think of your body's faithful tasks, lungs drawing air without command, heart beating even in sleep, skin mending small cuts without complaint. Offer silent thanks for 3 things your body did today. Perhaps it carried groceries, steadied a trembling hand, or simply woke you to another sunrise. Write these in your journal under a heading called Gifts My Body Gave. Each entry waters the roots of self-respect. Affirm with gentle conviction, I thank my body, my constant companion. Let the warmth of appreciation spread from head to toes like gentle sunlight in spring. Throughout the day, nurture the body with compassionate actions. Pause for a minute of mindful breathing during work. Stretch arms overhead when stiffness visits. Sip water with full attention. Rest eyes on a tree outside the window. Each small gift tells your inner being, your comfort matters. When you shower, imagine water washing away tension. When you dress, choose fabrics that caress the skin. While eating, Bless the food for sustaining life. Whisper, I nourish my body with love before each meal. Notice digestion easing, shoulders dropping, mood lifting. Aligned thoughts shape experience like hands shaping clay. When self-talk becomes gentle, outer life responds with matching kindness. Visualize a warm light at the center of the chest, glowing brighter with every breath. See rays extending outward, touching opportunities, people, and events that resonate with respect and abundance. Affirm once more, I deserve good and welcome it now. Let the words linger in the mind's ear, carrying an invitation to life itself to arrange supportive encounters. As day turns to evening, weave a simple routine that anchors self-love. Stand before the mirror and greet your reflection by name, offering a soft smile. Write one sentence of gratitude in your journal. Take 3 unhurried breaths, releasing the day with each exhale. Place hands over the heart and close with, I rest in my own gentle care. Allow sleep to cradle you, confident that healing continues quietly through the night. Before we pause our shared journey for now, reflect on the tenderness that has unfolded within these moments. Each breath, each word, each gentle practice has moved you closer to the sacred truth. Loving yourself is not selfish. It is an act of devotion that brightens the world. Carry these seeds into the hours ahead. Let them take root in thoughts, in actions, and in quiet spaces of reflection. Your journey of self-love has already begun, and every step, even the smallest, matters. Close your eyes for a moment, if it feels safe, and gently bring your awareness to the quiet voice within. This voice has lived with you for so long. It has whispered stories, offered judgments, and sometimes spoken in tones too harsh to bear. But today, we listen not to judge, but to understand. This inner voice, this constant companion, is shaped by so many old moments, words heard long ago, fears carried like folded letters in our pocket, unkind beliefs picked up without question. But here, now, we pause and open those folded papers to see what they really say. Are they messages of love or echoes of old pain? It takes courage to notice the words we speak to ourselves. It is easy to go years without realizing how often the mind repeats, I'm not enough, or I always mess things up. But what if we gently turn the volume down on those sentences and replace them with kindness? Let us begin simply. Place one hand over your heart and another over your belly. Breathe in deeply, and on the exhale, say softly to yourself, I am learning to speak to myself with love. This is not a demand, it is an invitation. There is no pressure to get it perfect. This is a beginning, and beginnings are sacred. Every time you choose a softer word, you plant something healing within. Even if the old voice still rises, you now have a new voice joining the conversation. You might wake up one morning and say, I feel tired, but then that new voice can gently add, and I'm still worthy of love. You may notice yourself thinking, I don't look good today, but even then, your wiser voice can whisper, and I honor the body that carries me. You are not trying to silence your feelings. You are choosing to surround them with compassion. This inner language shapes more than moods. It touches the body deeply. Have you ever noticed how your shoulders tighten when you speak harshly to yourself, or how your stomach knots when you dwell in guilt? The body hears every word you think. It does not argue. It only responds. When the mind repeats, I'm safe, I'm doing my best, the body begins to relax. The breath flows more freely. The nervous system softens. The heart begins to trust again. So let us speak another healing affirmation. I send love to every part of me, mind, body, and soul. Let this affirmation become a gentle rhythm throughout your day. Say it in the morning as sunlight spills across your face. Whisper it while washing your hands or during quiet moments between tasks. Let it become a soft hum inside you. Over time, your mind will begin to trust this new music. And when the old voice shows up again, you can greet it like a visitor rather than a master. You might say, I hear you, but I choose love now. That is the power you hold. That is your sacred right. Now we move into one of the most healing practices I've ever known, mirror work. So simple and yet so profound. If you have a mirror nearby, bring it close. If not, let the image rest in your heart for now. Look into your own eyes, not with the goal of fixing anything, but simply to meet yourself as you are. Stay there. Feel what stirs. Some days, tears may come. Some days, laughter. Other days, a soft silence. All are welcome. Begin with one sentence. I am here for you. Speak it kindly, as you would to a beloved friend. At first, this practice may feel strange. That's okay. We are not performing. We are remembering. Remembering that the person in the mirror has longed to be seen, not for what has been done, but for simply being. In this quiet space, let another affirmation rise. I accept myself just as I am. Say it slowly. Watch how your face responds. Watch how your breath moves. If resistance comes, smile at it gently. It only means that you are awakening parts of yourself that were once hidden away. Let's build this mirror work into your daily rhythm. Just 1 minute in the morning, 1 in the evening, not as a task to complete, but as a sacred pause. If you feel uncomfortable, begin with just looking, no words, just connection. Over time, you may find the words begin to flow naturally. Affirmations like, you are safe with me, or I support your growth, or simply, I love you. Speak them aloud, for the voice carries healing vibrations that echo through every cell. And when you are done, take a few breaths to notice how you feel. Then gently write one sentence in a journal or notebook, not a story, just a sentence, how you felt, what you noticed, or what surprised you. Over time, this practice becomes a map of your own healing, not a map of perfection, but of truth. One day you'll look back and see how far you've come simply by showing up with kindness again and again. Sometimes old beliefs rise up like smoke when we look in the mirror. Stories we've carried for years may whisper, you're not enough, or you don't deserve love. These are not your true voice. They are echoes. You can gently speak to them now. You can say, thank you for trying to protect me, but I'm safe now. I choose a new belief. Try this affirmation in front of your reflection. I forgive myself for believing things that were never true. Let the words rest gently between you and the mirror. Your healing is not about rushing to a destination. It's about returning again and again to a place of kindness. And what you practice with yourself, you begin to offer naturally to others, without force, without trying. When you meet your own eyes with love, your whole being becomes a vessel of compassion, and that energy changes the world. Now let us talk softly about the stories held in the body. The body keeps memories, not as punishment, but as protection. Every ache, every tightness, every fatigue can carry within it an old belief waiting to be heard and healed. You might notice tension in your chest. It may be where fear once lived, or stiffness in your back, perhaps from years of carrying too much. Let us honor these places now, not by fighting them, but by offering them breath. Place both hands gently on your heart. Inhale slowly for a count of 4, Then exhale for a count of 6. Let the breath carry comfort to places that have waited so long. With each exhale, say softly, I release the need to hold this pain. Repeat it gently, as though rocking a child to sleep. The body does not open through force, only through trust. And trust is built through presence. Old beliefs often tell us we must earn love, or that mistakes make us unworthy. These are not truths. They are habits of thought, and habits can change. Let us offer a new affirmation to the places that ache. I am willing to see myself with love. Even if you do not believe it fully yet, the willingness itself is a doorway. Say it again with warmth. I am willing to see myself with love. If memories or emotions rise up during this process, welcome them gently. Sit with them like old friends. Thank them for surviving. And when you're ready, place a hand over your belly and say, I am safe now. It's okay to let go. Let the body hear that it is no longer in danger. Let it know that kindness is now the guide. And now, write one more sentence in your journal, something your body told you today. It may be a tightness, a sigh, a sensation of relief. Just one sentence of noticing. This practice, repeated over time, brings deep awareness. You begin to understand your own language, your own cues, and through that understanding, healing unfolds. You may feel lighter now, or tender, or simply quiet. All are welcome. Healing is not always loud. Often it's the softest steps that lead to the greatest shifts. Let the breath continue to flow, the thoughts continue to soften. Let each word you speak to yourself become a balm, a gentle touch, a sacred promise. You are coming home to yourself, and in that return, everything begins to bloom. There is something deeply transformative that happens when the heart turns toward gratitude, not the kind forced through pressure or perfection, but the kind that blooms naturally from noticing what is already working, already supporting, already loving. Often we look outward in search of approval, in search of someone or something to validate our worth. But within you right now, there is so much already happening that is quietly miraculous. Bring your attention to 3 small things about yourself that you can appreciate in this moment. They do not have to be grand. Perhaps it is the way you've cared for others, or the strength that got you through difficult moments, or your ability to begin this healing journey today. Pause now and simply think of 3 things. Let the breath carry them deeper into your awareness. Gratitude is not only about the big moments. It is found in the breath that flows in and out without demand, in the hands that open and close, in the heart that beats with no request for recognition. When you acknowledge even the smallest part of yourself, you create an opening for more love to flow in. Say this affirmation quietly. I appreciate who I am becoming. Let it settle deep in your chest where it can grow roots. Now, if you feel ready, write these 3 gratitudes down. Keep a little space in your life, a small journal, a corner of a notebook, even a note on your phone, just for self-gratitude. Each day, write down a few sentences. Let this be your daily gift to yourself. Not as an obligation, but as a way of saying, I see you, I value you. With time, these small acknowledgments create a powerful shift in how you view your entire self. Now let's turn our attention gently to the body. It is our home, our companion, our guide through this life. So many of us have been taught to criticize our bodies, to view them as enemies, as things to fix or hide. But this sacred vessel has carried us through everything, through every emotion, every experience, every sunrise, and every heartbreak, and it has never given up. Let us offer compassion to this faithful body. Place both hands over any area that feels tension or discomfort. Breathe into that space and speak kindly. You may say, "Thank you for carrying me," or simply, "I care for you now." Self-love includes the physical form, not in the sense of appearance, but in honoring what it does each day. The digestion that happens in silence, the lungs that breathe through sleep, the muscles that carry burdens seen and unseen. You may try something beautiful today. When you next shower or bathe, treat it as a sacred act. As the water touches your skin, imagine it washing away all self-judgment. When you dry yourself, do it with gentleness. When you dress, choose clothing that feels good against the skin. This too is love. This too is healing. And food, dear one, is not the enemy. It is nourishment, a way to honor the body. When you eat, eat slowly. Thank the meal. Take a breath between bites. Let the body receive it with peace. Whisper before eating, "I nourish myself with love and awareness." See how that changes the experience. When we approach the body with compassion, it responds, it softens, it trusts. You are not meant to punish yourself into healing. You are meant to carry yourself into wholeness. As you begin to feel more loved and accepted by your own heart, you may notice something new. Life starts to shift around you. People speak differently. Opportunities arise. Paths open that once seemed closed. Why? Because the energy you send into the world has changed. When you love yourself, you radiate a message. I am open to receiving goodness. Let us take a gentle moment to visualize. Place your hand over your heart. Close your eyes if you wish. Imagine a warm light glowing within your chest. With each breath, this light expands, growing brighter, filling the space around you. It moves outward, touching your relationships, your work, your dreams, your health. It sends the message, I am ready to receive love, joy, and abundance. Let this affirmation rise from your center. I am worthy of all the good life has to offer. Say it slowly. Say it again. Let your voice be the first to declare it so the universe can echo it back. This is not arrogance. This is alignment. When you believe in your own worth, you no longer settle for pain dressed as love or lack disguised as humility. There is power in what you expect. So begin to expect more goodness. Begin to expect respect. Begin to expect that life can be kind. And when the old doubts creep in, as they will from time to time, greet them, then guide them back to the light. You are no longer led by fear. You are led by love. Now, let's create something lasting, something sacred, a simple daily practice to anchor all that you are becoming. Begin your day not by reaching for a screen, but by placing a hand on your heart. Whisper, "Good morning, I love you." Say it aloud. Let your own voice be the first voice you hear each day. This will shape your mood, your focus, your energy. Then, before you step into the busyness of life, take 1 minute to breathe deeply. 1 full minute of quiet self-connection. No rush, just presence. If you have time, write down 1 thing you are grateful for in yourself, 1 thing you are looking forward to. Let your inner world set the tone for the outer one. At night, return to the mirror, gaze into your eyes, and offer a sentence of kindness. You did your best today. Or, I'm proud of you for showing up. No matter how the day unfolded, meet it with compassion. Let your final words to yourself be loving ones. If you feel tired, let your affirmation be, I deserve rest. If you feel unsure, say, I trust the unfolding of my journey. If you feel strong, affirm, I step into my power with grace. Whatever rises, meet it with kindness. Your daily routine becomes your daily love letter. And so, dear heart, we arrive here together in a space that feels softer, warmer, more open than before. You have walked through many layers in this time. You have listened within. You have spoken kindly. You have chosen love. And in doing so, you have awakened a power that was always yours. Self-love is not something to achieve or perfect. It is a relationship to be nurtured. There will be days when it feels easy and days when it feels far away. Both are part of the path. What matters is your willingness, and you have shown that. That willingness will carry you through doubt, through fear, through every old story that tries to return. You are sacred. Your breath is sacred. Your journey is sacred. There is no need to hurry, no need to prove. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are unfolding. Let's close together with one final affirmation. Say it softly, as though placing a hand on your heart. Loving myself is a sacred act. I am worthy of my own care, my own respect, my own love. Let it echo. Let it settle. Let it guide your steps from this moment on. And whenever you forget, return to this space. Return to your breath. Return to your truth. You are always, always worthy of love. And that love begins with you.